Open up your video section. We're going to be solving a variable using a variable. All right, we have ax minus b is equal to c. And we are going to be solving for x. So the first question that we ask is the x on the left? Yes, it is. Is the x first? Yes, it is. Is the x by itself? No, it's not. So we're going to go ahead and add a line and change the sign, and then we're going to zero pair out the b. We now have ax is equal to c plus b. Is the variable alone? No, it's not. What math operation is ax? So the math operation for ax is multiplication. So we're going to do the opposite, which is division. And we're going to divide both sides by a. X is equal to c plus b over a. Now we have xy plus w is equal to 9. We're going to solve for y. The first question that we're going to ask is the y term on the left? Yes, it is. Is it first? Yes, it is. Is it alone? No, it is not. So we're going to zero pair. We're going to zero pair our w. So now we have xy is equal to 9 minus w. Is the y alone? It is not. What math operation is it? It's multiplication. It's the opposite of multiplication, division. We're going to divide both sides by y. X is equal to 9 minus w over y. Sorry, we need to solve for y. So let's go back, and we're going to divide by x. Divide by x, divide by x, we have y is equal to 9 minus w over x. Okay, in this equation we're going to be solving for k. So the first question that we ask is the k on the left? Yes, it is. Is it first? Well, there's only really one term because of distributive, so yes, it is. Is it alone? It's not. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we need to get rid of the x. So the x is multiplying. So the opposite of multiplying by x is going to be dividing by x. So we're going to divide both sides by x. 4 minus k is equal to p divided by x. Now we're going to go ahead and add a line and change the sign. And we're going to use commutative property, which is going to allow us to do negative k plus 4 is equal to p over x. Now we're going to zero pair out our 4. So we have negative k is equal to p divided by x minus 4. Now remember that we have a negative 1 standing here in front of the k. That's what makes it negative. So we're going to divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Add a line, change the sign so we know that that negative is on the 4. Now we're going to have k is equal to negative p divided by x plus positive 4. Now just remember over here that p divided by x divided by negative 1 is the same as p divided by x times 1 over negative 1, but we have the negative in the numerator, Hampton rule. So that gives us negative p over x. So that's just a little reminder as to how we got that fraction and how it was negative. Now we're going to solve for f. So the first question that we ask is the f on the left? It is not, so we're going to do post-it note or symmetrical. So 5/9 f minus 32 is equal to c. What math operation is the 9 doing? It's dividing. So the opposite is going to be multiplying. We make it a fraction because 5/9 is a fraction. When we multiply by 9 over here by the c, we don't have to make it a fraction because c is not a fraction. I'm going to now have 5 times f minus 32 is equal to 9c. What math operation is the 5 doing? It's multiplying. So opposite of multiplying, dividing. We're going to divide both sides by 5. That cancels that out. So now I have f minus 32 is equal to 9/5 C. We add a line, change the sign. We're going to 0 pair out the 32. And we have F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32. Now we have the perimeter formula. Perimeter is equal to 2L plus 2W. So the first question we ask is the W on the left? It is not. So we're going to use post-it note or symmetrical. 2L plus 2W is equal to P. Is the W first? It is not. So we're going to use commutative property to switch them around. Is the W alone? It is not. So we're going to 0 pair. And now we have 2W is equal to P minus 2L. Divide by 2, divide by 2. W is equal to P minus 2L divided by 2. And now you know how to solve variables with variables.